It's like the Rodeo Drive, Charleston.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's very exciting. It's surreal, but we just put our first label on the door. So we've been doing construction in the store for like 3 days now. And we're in the heart of King Street. So people are walking by. They're trying to figure out what was going on. They kind of thought they saw me, but then they'd look down and it was the previous store's name. Mm-hmm. So I scraped that off yesterday and we got some decals delivered today. So we just put our first Sewing Down South on the window and took it off. So
that's so exciting.
It feels real.
Now it's real. That's so awesome. So when is it like officially open to the public?
We're shooting for the first week in May. Okay. So I think May 1st is the goal we're going to shoot for in order to be done. Oh, Amanda thinks she's sneaking.
I saw
back there. No, May 8th is what we're going to shoot for. It's funny because we did get a store that's pretty much ready to go, but as we've spent time in here and become really excited about it, and as we've gotten more involved, we've decided to redo the floors. We're going to put like laminate hardwood floors down and do faux beams and really make this a pretty spot. So that's awesome. We're going to be working hard for a couple weeks, but it'll be worth it. So.
Yeah. So why did you want to have a flagship store, or is this something that you kind of always envisioned?
I mean, I can't say that it hadn't been one of my goals when we started, but I definitely thought it was probably in the 5 to 10 year range. Mm-hmm. After the year we had of pillow parties, 2 years ago, and then when COVID hit, I really missed that. I missed the engagement with everyone. That was one of the most fun parts about starting this company, was kind of spreading that message of positivity, of stepping outside, societal norms and just doing whatever you wanted to do. If sewing makes you happy, then sew. If cooking makes you happy, cook. I'm a big proponent of, you get one shot on this planet that we know of, date whoever you want, live however you want. And as long as you're not hurting anyone else, you can sew as much as you'd like. And so when COVID hit, I was like, man, and Charleston started to open up pretty early. And that's kind of what started to trigger this feeling of maybe we find a spot where I can do pillow parties down here and do this standing pillow party. And then after the holiday season, we had a really good November and December with our Christmas pillows, our holiday pillows. And I think my partners came around to, I was like, I think we can do this. I think we can have a flagship store, because we really started to get messages from people visiting Charleston and asking where they could buy our pillows really started to increase this holiday. And we were like, you know what? It couldn't hurt to go look for, a little boutique spot on King Street. I knew I wanted to be on King Street. It's where I have a ton of history from college here, and it's like the Rodeo Drive, Charleston. We never dreamt of finding the store we have found now, which is a 2,600 square foot spot in the heart of King Street. It's just one of those things that you have to go with your gut. When I launched the company, everyone thought I was crazy, and fortunately it ended up working out. The pillow parties, everyone especially thought I was crazy, and it turned into something. And so my partners were like, you know what, if Craig's got his heart set on this, let's do it. And I think we can really revamp this new age, or this new era of retail, which is the goal.
Yeah, so. Definitely. I mean, 2,600 square foot, go big or go home, Craig. You're not messing around. I mean, were there any must-haves for you in the store? Like an outdoor area, like cocktails while you shop, anything that like a fun experience when you're shopping?
Yes. And I'm glad you said that, because I started to feel a little crazy. But I'm glad I'm not. But we have a really old-fashioned but new era department store here, Gwen's, which is featured on the show, and it's a whole experience when you shop, and that's what I wanted when you came in here. And so we've ordered a kegerator we have a little kitchen area. We ordered a kegerator, so we'll have Austin's beer on tap here. People can come in and try that. You'll have regular beer too, but then some wine. And we've worked out a deal with a local cheese shop so that we'll have cheese and meats in here. And we just worked out something with Bernina, which is the sewing machine I've always used. So we have 2 of their embroidery machines coming. And so you'll actually be able to customize and embroider anything you buy from us right here in the store. So that interactive experience is something we really want. We're kind of arguing over the type of music we'll be playing in the playlist, but we've all agreed that we want it to be loud and inviting. I will say that the beer and wine was kind of that was never going to be said no to. I think I just started to tell people on the street that we're going to have it so that my partners could be like, well, Craig's already told everyone that they can come in here and grab a beer. So yeah, I think the fun experience of walking in somewhere, it led to, we just created our candle line because I wanted our store to have a scent. Like, I've always loved walking into surf shops and how they smell like, like surfboard wax and sex wax. And yeah, so I wanted our store to have a scent. I went more holiday, like pumpkin spice in the comforts of home, but I got overruled on that a little bit. So we have some nice Charleston inspired candles that we're doing that you'll be able to purchase here too.
I love that. So besides the candles and besides pillows, what else are you going to be selling?
Our kitchen line is coming out. So we have our aprons, our oven mitts. We are doing kitchen oils. And then we have our nursery line. So we have this toddler pillow that we haven't launched yet that we've tested with friends and family. And how kids, like my little brother used to have a blankie that he traveled with and he always had a blankie. Well, these are kind of inspired to be that. And so they're hypoallergenic toddler pillows that they can sleep with in their crib or in their room. And so that'll be a new product. And this will be our and we'll get into animal stuff. So we have dog bowls being made, dog beds or kitten bowls. And I really want to move into the home decor, space. Like we're kind of there, and I guess that's what we're in. But I really want to continue to test products. We have an awesome local woodworking company that makes cutting boards, and so they have our logo on these cutting boards that you can carry wine glasses with. It's this like hybrid cutting board. So who knows what you'll find when you come into the store? But I'll be here and I'll be chatting away.
That's nice. So you're going to be there on like a regular basis?
Yeah. So I live 10 minutes from here, and I don't know how many hours a day, probably only a couple, especially in the beginning, but there's an area that we have with a table for me where if a customer wants, I can sign whatever they purchase, just like in pillow parties, and we can take pictures. We have 2 Instagram walls that you can take your picture in front of. And, but yes, I will be here a lot, which I'm excited to do. I mean, like I said, this was all inspired essentially by the pillow party tour. And, to be able to have that every day in my own city is pretty exciting.
Yeah. Are you selling any other people's products, or is it just yours? Is Patricia's Pillows going to be in the store at all?
Right now it's only Sewing Down South stuff. Like I said, we'll have Austin's beer in here that we'll be giving away, but yeah, right now it's just Sewing Down South products, and we'll have to see where we go from there.